What on YouTube? It's your boy Melee All Day TV. You know what it is and you know what it ain't. Melee All Day TV presents Murder in Mobile, why a rapper's grandparents got murdered. Let's get into it. Check it out.
Lord no. Lord no. Lord have mercy. I don't know. Man, I heard the boom. I thought it was somebody shooting something. Man, I'm from I heard the boom, man. I seen cars come speeding from around the one way. I did too. Right back there behind us. This is crazy, man. No.
KRG News 5 starts right now with breaking news.
Hello everyone, I'm Devin Walsh. We begin with breaking news this afternoon. The grandparents of a local rapper shot and killed, then their home set on fire. The grim details just revealed by emotional family members at the scene. WKRG News 5's Nicolette Schleisman is live near the home on Dr. Thomas Avenue. Nicolette?
Calling it gruesome. They've also identified the two as Leila and Tony Lewis and were the head of their families. And we've also learned that they are the grandparents of local rapper Honeycomb Brazy. Now the family says that a neighbor saw a car pull up and shoot into their home, and the house then went up into flames. Witnesses tell us that they heard a boom and what sounded like a bunch of shots around the time of the fire. This all happened on Dr. Thomas Avenue around 6:30 last night. The home is destroyed and the fire was so big that it damaged the home next door.
She was a mother to all our kids. She was more than a grandmama. He was more than a granddaddy. He was a father. He helped us raise our children. My mama and my daddy did not deserve to die like they did. And we want justice, because ain't no peace. Ain't no peace in how they left us. Ain't no peace. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I want my mama and I want my daddy. And I know I can't have them. I know I can't.
All right, family. This is the story of Honeycomb Brazy, also known by the name of No Sean Jones. Honeycomb Brazy was a 24-year-old rapper from Mobile, Alabama, who started his life of crime at the age of 10. Honeycomb Brazy shot his cousin, was accused of murder, and was eventually put in jail. And when he was incarcerated with his father, Gator. They were cell partners. That's them right there, y'all. Honeycomb Brazy and his father in the penitentiary. Honeycomb Brazy caught gun charges for a shootout. He got out on bond, rather parole. And after his grandparents got murdered, 3 days later, he was in another shootout. He made videos. He's been shot 8 times. He was stabbed 11 times in the penitentiary and then shot 2 more times. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna show you shootings. I'm gonna show you fires. And I'm gonna show you what Honeycomb Brazy had to say at the end of all this. Now let's get into it. This is the story of murder in Mobile. Honeycomb Brazy, how a rapper lost his grandparents. Check it out.
Yeah, you gotta be shooting that hoe like Kobe.
We catching that bitch out of the rebound for real, come get it. Get a big man. Whoever the big man stopping on nigga for real in the post for real, come get it, man.
Yeah, you gotta be shooting that hoe like Kobe.
We catching that bitch out of the rebound for real, come get it, man. Come get it for real, come get it, man. You gotta be catching that bitch out of the rebound. Oh my mama. No pump making.
Dead weight. they not the back one that? That what you wore?
The coat still with it. I'm on this side.
Oh, you wore? What side you was on?
Oh, I'm dead on right here. Cause the car like this.
What the car was?
I'm on this side. I'm in the middle of the street on this one.
That bitch, you got, what you say, Byron? Nigga, if my little brother got cancer, nigga. My little brother out here fight. It's on your head, man. This shit for real. My little brother fighting cancer out there, whole nigga. I got my little brother with me, nigga, fighting cancer, nigga. Y'all gonna play with me while my little brother with me fighting cancer? Is you niggas stupid? Man, Lord, man. Lord, man. Whole family fucked up. All my real niggas gonna be still in the streets. I'm trying to get y'all out the streets, bro, so we gotta work together, bro. Like, cause I can say fuck this shit, I'm retarded. I did 10 years and all. Like, I got murders, 2 murders, like, I don't care. I go the fuck out. It's just, I know what's gonna happen at the end of the day, but to get away from it, had to happen now, though. Yeah, on that, it gonna have to happen, man. That what? Got a little buzz with it. Do that. Them niggas hit me in the head, got my hand swole. Shit. I ain't even going to the hospital, nigga. Stun that shit, nigga. I ain't even going to the hospital, nigga. Y'all did. I ain't even going to the hospital about this shit, nigga. This shit's nothing. We been getting hit. We been getting hit, nigga. I ain't going to no fucking hospital for you bitch ass, nigga.
He ain't trying to hit.
We been doing this shit, bitch. I ain't going to no hospital, bitch. I refuse to. Yeah. Man. Calling my phone. You see me on live, stop calling my phone. Y'all ain't finna die by no nigga. Fuck out my phone, man. Stop calling my shit, man. On dead, I feel like everybody set me up. Don't call my motherfucking phone, man. I ain't trying to talk to nobody. Y'all want blood, bitch, on dead. I want real blood, real smoke. They got me chain on it, man. The fuck, man. Let the rodeo ain't nothing come out, man. Nothing come out, man.
Sure, my baby mama right there, nigga. 8 months pregnant.
Man, do what y'all trying to hit. How the fuck y'all pull up on side of a nigga with a stick and don't hit nothing? Like, how y'all just did that? How y'all pull up on a nigga with a stick and don't hit nothing, man? Nothing, man. Bitch, I ain't going to hospital, nothing, bitch. Look at me. Y'all did that. Y'all hit a nigga. But y'all know y'all gonna pay for that, though. Y'all know y'all gonna pay for that, though. Y'all gotta pay for that.
They gonna invoice real nigga. They gonna
gotta worry about it.
Y'all hit.
Y'all gonna get it. The other nigga gonna get him.
Y'all got my hand. Scrape the nigga hand.
The other nigga gonna be the one get him.
Scrape the nigga hand. My shit bigger than the other one. I might start throwing my fuck you sign up with this hoe. This hoe so, hey, this hoe so fat. I might start saying fuck you like this.
Now, as y'all can see, Honeycomb Brazy really about that life. Man, he a wild rooster. I mean a wild rooster. He in them streets. But the thing about it, man, is they said he killed somebody. And the person that he killed got some peoples. And they peoples in the streets. And they want it back in blood. Now the dude that Honeycomb Brazy beefing with is the man, uncle of the person he killed. He killed the boy's nephew. And not only did he kill him, but the man got busted for running a large cocaine ring. And he got out. And so you know what the streets talking about when you catch a case and you get out. Ah, he's a rat. Rat tail. Master Splinter. He ate the cheese. All that. They talking all that. Honeycomb Brazy went online with it. Called a man a rat. He called another boy a rat. That boy said he wanted to get it back in blood. Honeycomb Brazy was just disrespecting boys online, man. And it got out of control. So here's what happened next. Check it out. Now this is Darren Southall. The man, the uncle of the man he was supposedly killed. Darren Southall was labeled a snitch by Honeycomb Brazy. Honeycomb Brazy said, man, he's a rat. Southall went online and said he wasn't no rat. He got the city shook up. Honeycomb Brazy said, the biggest rat got racks on my head. Now at this time, he signed with Rap-A-Lot Records and Jay Prince. Honeycomb Brazy was really blowing up. And his ops in the city, they wasn't liking it. They wasn't feeling it. So they tried to get at him, man. But Honeycomb Brazy, he bust back. Listen at him. He gonna talk his shit.
I ain't got nobody to roll on. I got to sit in a chokehold.
Southall would take to Twitter, this what the streets coming to? Streets on life support. Said he got the city of Mobile. Honeycomb Brazy would respond, biggest rat in the city. Said he got bricks on my head. Southall wouldn't take kindly to being called a rat. And to see this boy with Jay Prince, Honeycomb Brazy was poised to take over the city. Fresh out of jail on bail, and he getting money with Jay Prince. Honeycomb Brazy would take to Instagram and talk mad shit after his grandparents got murdered. The boy was hurting, but you couldn't tell. He seemed to laugh everything off and just take it like a gangster. It's gonna go down in the streets. This is what he had to say on his Instagram Live. Check it out.
Still drop. I can't let up right now. I can't let up. If I let up, I'm gonna make my ops so happy. They gonna be happy if I stop. Cause that's what they doing before they want me to stop. Like throw them off track. I don't do that. Nigga spray your grandma's house up, shoot the house up and hit the tank and then blow up. And the internet make it seem like you be with the cartel like that. These folks not like that. Hey, on blood, these folks not like that, man. These folks ain't stepping, man. These folks shooting up old people's house. Niggas don't respect that. Niggas ain't running in the house. Nigga, y'all shooting up a house, trying to bring me back to the city, and you niggas end up doing it. How now you niggas scared?
This is another rapper from his city, go by the name of No Cap. They had beef that started in jail when they was in jail together. But Honeycomb Brazy said he couldn't do nothing to him because he was cool with his cousin. And No Cap had heart, and he was down to do it, man. But he said he wasn't gonna do nothing to him because he was cool with his cousin. He was just gonna stab all his peoples in jail. Check it out.
Got into it with No Cap before. I speak fast. Got into it with No Cap, told No Cap. No Cap had heart. No Cap was like, bump, we can do whatever. I'm a real nigga. On blood, though, he told me. He like, real nigga, we can bump, we can do whatever, calm, I ain't no. We fall in the cell. I'm like, Lil' Brian, beat you. Then I beat you all the way up. Did what I'm telling him in his face. On dead while punking him, told him after that. I said, I ain't gonna do nothing to you, Cap, cause I you. Mega Man, you know Mega Man, my cousin, y'all best friend, so I really can't do nothing to you. But what I'm is gonna do by you whipping at me, Cap, I'm finna go stab every nigga you with, every nigga you talk to.
Then in April of 2021, Brazy went on Instagram Live because he had a show and he wanted to get hyped with his boys, and somebody pulled up and started busting.
He real happy here went to take the stage.
For the show now.
For the show. Yeah.
They already know. They see black. So much red on and it big black. Black, y'all see what's going on, black. We said we would get up to about 150, 200, we're gonna run it.
Right, before the show.
Before the show, man, y'all already know, y'all know how money bag y'all need it. Man, y'all know what's going on, man. I swear that.
The real, hey man, tell them for Crook gang, Lord Brazy in the jet, man.
What the so Crook gang, nigga?
Crook gang, we really slept on side each other and banged in that whole year.
Nigga, Alabama, for real, nigga.
In May of 2021, he got charged for being in a shootout 3 days before his grandparents' funeral. Brazy will be sentenced to 13.5 years. 4 people would eventually be charged for his grandparents' murder. Darren Southall would be one of them. Brazy said they put money on his head. 4PF Jewhead was even one of the people charged. And they used to be boys. And they said it was all behind OMB Peasy. Now OMB Peasy was like, no, it ain't had nothing to do with me. These boys is tripping. He took to Instagram and said this: I wasn't even gonna post this, but this shit ain't cool at all. Them niggas don't want me to ball, so they trying to throw my name in something. They know what's over for them, so they trying to take me with them. Hashtag free Brazy, Honeycomb Brazy, Honeycomb Brazy. P.S. I don't got no beef with nobody, especially the police.
Well, the case of the man accused of killing rapper Honeycomb Brazy's grandparents last year heading to a grand jury. Terrence Watkins, one of 4 people charged. As we've reported, Watkins had a dispute with another rapper, OMB Peasy, who was friends with Brazy. Investigators testified they have recorded conversations of Watkins talking about killing Brazy's grandparents, Tony and Layla Lewis.
The initial beef came from this other individual, but because of the connection between these two, that's ultimately what led to this house being targeted.
Investigators say Watkins and suspect Patrick Lewis both fired into the home. We're told Tony Lewis died from gunshot wounds, Layla Lewis dying after an oxygen tank exploded, causing a massive fire. The case against Patrick Lewis, by the way, also in the hands of a grand jury. The other 2 suspects are now in federal custody. Real police now looking for a man they say took part in the murders of Layla and Tony Lewis last year.
They are the grandparents of rapper Honeycomb Brazy. 3 others already in custody and charged in those murders tonight.
Fox 10 News investigative reporter Brendan Kirby live for us now at police headquarters in Brendan. This has been a long time coming.
Yeah, that's right, Byron and Shelby. This was just a horrific crime involving both gunshots and a fire, and we're learning for the first time that one of the victims actually died as a result of that fire. Now, one of the men that's charged now with this murder is Darren Southall, who was sentenced today to 35 years in prison after admitting to running a large-scale drug operation along the Gulf Coast. The other 2, Jamarcus Chambers and Terrence Watkins, already in custody, and police looking for a 4th man who they are not naming right now. All 3 alleged accomplices charged with the February 2021 murder of Tony and Layla Lewis. We're told that one of those men shot Mr. Lewis to death inside the victim's home on Dr. Thomas Drive in the Happy Hill community. An ensuing explosion and fire burned down the home, Layla Lewis dying in that fire. Mobile County Assistant District Attorney Lewis Walker tells me that he can't go into details about the allegations at this time, but says the charges represent a major breakthrough. Southall has a long criminal history. He was charged but not convicted of a shooting in 2012 and spent time in prison on a previous federal drug conviction. In November, he pleaded guilty to the latest offense, a drug conspiracy and money laundering case. Acting U.S. Attorney Sean Costello says that Southall built a multi-state drug distribution network involving cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, worth more than $24 million.
He had the biggest operation, the largest amount of drugs that was going through, tremendous amounts of cash. He had a sophisticated operation. He was, by and large, the largest scale drug dealer we have had operate in this area in a long, long time.
And at some point, probably next week, the 3 defendants who are already in custody will be brought to court for an arraignment, or rather I should say they'll probably appear virtually for an arraignment, and we'll have that as well. Reporting live from MPD headquarters, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.
Suspect behind bars tonight, charged with the murders of Tony and Layla Lewis, the grandparents of jail Mobile rapper Honeycomb Brazy.
He's also accused in a deadly shooting outside the shops of Bel Air. Fox News reporter Lee Peck is on this story tonight. Lee, a lot to unfold.
Yeah, Lenise and Byron, a 2-for-1. 3 people killed, 2 murder cases, 1 suspect. Patrick Lewis is just 21 years old, now facing some pretty serious charges, including 3 counts of murder.
Patrick, do you have anything to say?
Why did police say you murdered his grandparents?
Did you kill Tony and Leila Lewis? What about the mall shooting? Did you kill or shoot Brian Maynard?
21-year-old Patrick Lewis had nothing to say as he was escorted to a patrol car. His arrest marking the fourth suspect charged with the murders of Tony and Leila Lewis. The couple's house shot up a year ago, causing a fiery explosion, all believed to be connected to a beef with their grandson, rapper Honeycomb Brazy.
Patrick, are you a killer? Do you want to say anything before they take you off to Metro?
Mobile police say Patrick Lewis is also the trigger man in a deadly shooting outside the shops at Bel Air. Victim Brian Maynard found shot in the passenger seat of a car back in mid-September. The three other suspects in the Happy Hill murder case, Darren Southall in Baldwin County Jail, convicted on federal drug charges last week, and Terrence Watkins and Jamarcus Chambers in federal custody.
Patrick, this is your chance to tell your side.
Public Safety Director Lawrence Batiste not ruling out more arrests.
I don't want to say that I feel like we've made all of the arrests because, again, as you talk to people, as you get an opportunity to talk to the suspects at some point, there may be some level of cooperation that may identify other individuals. So I don't want to say with any real certainty that we've arrested everybody that potentially is connected to this.
Patrick Lewis charged tonight with 3 counts of murder, shooting into an occupied dwelling, and robbery.
Locked up together, no count on me, I know no count. Like, he know what's over me. Ask him on blood, he know what's up. I ain't doing no capping about nothing, man. Got nothing against no nigga. Like, bro, like family on the low on some more type shit. Yeah, like, I ain't on that. I ain't trying to pull no nigga down or none of that. You know, I'm just doing what I do, they doing what they do. I ain't studying on nigga. Like, niggas know what's going on for real. I can't do too much talking, man. I ain't, yeah, man. Yeah, you know what the fuck, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, stop watching my life. Stop real about what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about nobody. I'm talking about nobody, man. Big Brazy, though. Black guy, for real. Fresh out that motherfucker, you hear me? Yeah. It's fresh out. And guess what? Yeah, you said Duke of Wild 12. Guess what? They said Wild 12. And when nigga heard Duke of Wild 12, get what? I ain't talking to that boy for a minute. Said nigga went to talking about he ain't really tell and this and that, and all type of other shit came out on blood. Well, you ain't got nail songs saying free Duke of Wild. Nail songs say free Duke of Wild. No, my rights, shit partner. No, my rights, like everyday thugging. I'm talking about we bucking, we on all that dumb shit. Yeah, we was on all that on blood. You heard me? We was on all that running it fucked up way. And I ain't never say free Duke of Wild, cause get what? Nigga heard he was a rat. His name got caught up in some rat shit. And get what? I'm trying to make sure everything's straight before I get out here saying free a nigga. I ain't trying to say free no rat or none of that. So I'm checking in on that shit all the way. All the way I checked in on that shit. All the way around the board, bro, before I do that. I'm like, I'm a real nigga. Did the same nigga pick me up from prison, put money in my pocket, all that. Like, had me straight when I got out. You feel me? On blood. Like, Duke of Wild wiped me down and did me right. The right way. But the only reason he did that because I stabbed about 3 niggas in prison for him. On blood. I had stabbed like 3 niggas in prison for him. Got an extra year for that shit. So when he got out, he really put it there. They put to hold me down. But we end up getting out. I'm banging with him hard. But when I heard with him and Rollo with the whoop, I ain't rocking like that because I don't want my name in that mix. And they're the same way these niggas supposed to be feeling. Y'all know these boy rats and y'all know this and with the whoop and y'all be around these boys like, hey, we're gonna look at you like you telling now. Yeah, cause you can't be speaking that real shit when you got a rat in the car with you. But it's cool cause this your homeboy, he ain't gonna tell on you. Y'all grew up together. I feel like he ain't gonna get me. I don't care who he get, he'll get them, he won't get me ass nigga. That's how y'all nigga be. That's why they ain't gonna keep on around. This shit gonna never stop. This shit gonna be going on for life. Cause get what, you got niggas with that attitude. Oh, he ain't tell on me ass attitude. I'm doing my own thing. You feel I'm straight, I got churn out here. I ain't trying to, man, you know, I start these nigga way. With the whoop. Man, y'all stop the la-la, man. Like, stop it, man. Just stop it, man. Y'all don't give a fuck about no nigga telling. Long nigga got money, y'all don't give a fuck. A nigga go tell it right now. A nigga got $1 million, nigga don't give a fuck. Nigga respect money, man. He do not respect real niggas in the way. So I never say a nigga name or none of that. Y'all keep saying Rollo name, y'all. I ain't saying nobody name. I don't know what y'all talking about. None of that shit. I ain't saying nothing. Like, y'all know what real and what ain't real. One thing I know, the real niggas know what real.
The real bitches know what's real. You feel me? So this is my biggest thing. The real nigga know what's going on. The real bitches know what's going on. So get what? All that other shit ain't on a one-way.
Telling on everybody right now, dog. On dead, bro. Like on blood about 30. I know for a fact 30 people just got locked up, bro.
I ain't on the police shit no more. I ain't got nobody to roll on. I got to sit in a chokehold.
Honeycomb Brazy, a real street dude. But I'm not here to glorify it. Look what he been through. He's in jail right now, crying about the conditions. He been shot 8 times. He was in a coma, shot in the head, shot on 2 other occasions, stabbed 11 times. And now he's in jail. And his grandparents got murdered. His father's doing life. Yeah, they could say he a real nigga. I don't want to be a real nigga. And neither should you. Because a real nigga pay a real price. Not to mention he was signed to Rap-A-Lot Records, riding in Bentleys, making millions. And now he's in prison. And his career could be over. But his grandparents, look how they went out, man. There's a real price to pay when you out here in these streets thugging. You got one life to live, man. And it's all cool when you don't suffer no consequences and you just doing what you want to do. He did what he wanted to do and got his grandparents killed. And now his family's suffering. Y'all saw their daughter crying, his auntie crying. And now he's in jail. Listen what he got to say.
Real name is Nashawn Jones is locked up in the penitentiary tonight. He's serving time in the Limestone Correctional Center on a gun charge. This is his most recent prison mugshot. He's been in and out of jail or prison for most of his adult life. In May, Jones was booked in Metro for violating his probation stemming from a shootout the rapper was involved in just days before his grandparents' murder. Prosecutors say Jones posted video of the incident on social media. During Jones' probation hearing, the DA's office also showed 15 videos of Jones with drugs or guns. The defense argued those were stage props for music videos. Jones, who was on probation for being a felon in possession of a gun, had served 18 months of a 15-year sentence. A judge revoked his probation and sent him back to prison to serve the rest of his 15-year sentence. The 26-year-old has been booked into Metro 12 times since 2010, when he was just 15 years old.
A former correctional officer at Limestone Correctional Facility who resigned after 13 years is speaking out about unsafe conditions inside of Alabama's largest prison.
Stacey George described the prison system as stricken with violence and drug use. He says the hardest thing he had to do was resign from his post. News 19's Archie Snowden spoke to the former corrections officer who's calling on the Department of Justice to act.
He is, Emily, and Stacey George says that the Alabama Department of Corrections has not been in control of Limestone Correctional Facility for a long time. He says the inmates are, and the former officer is not holding back on the state of that facility.
I'm going to tell you something, because I have people in blue that are law enforcement there. We have nurses, support staff, mental health there, and we have inmates in there, and everybody there is in danger.
Stacey George spent over 13 years working as an officer for the Alabama Department of Corrections. He detailed that Limestone Correctional Facility are so bad due to overcrowding and understaffing that murder, drugs, and injury are the norm. He's calling for the ADOC to do something before it gets much worse.
A lot of these things are no excuse for it. You can understand the short staffing, that's terrible, but there's people not getting their medicine on time. There's diabetics just falling in the floor. You have to make decisions on whether or not this guy's really committing suicide. He's cutting his hand and there's blood pouring out, and you're sitting here looking through this little hole and you're trying to make decisions because you don't have anybody to come get them at that point.
Stacey says that most of the time he was on staff as the only officer on one tier. His only regret is that he couldn't do more to stop the constant violent attacks.
It's terrible for an officer. It's taken me about 2 or 3 weeks just to, get my mind oriented right, because you see these things and these images are in your head, and then you leave and you know that every night I pray for that prison.
On Saturday, according to the Alabama Department of Corrections, a convicted murderer attempted to bolt from the prison, another attempt to flee the overcrowded facility.
They were in the inner fence, and I've never saw an inmate get that far. And they were just one step away from getting to the, out to the people.
Now, the Alabama Department of Corrections refused comment on the admission by Stacey George, but did state that they are actively recruiting correctional officers. The U.S. Department of Justice has an ongoing lawsuit against the Alabama over the prison operations. On Monday, Donaldson Correctional Facility reported its 35th prisoner death of this year.
Yeah, y'all. So y'all see what's going down. Honeycomb Brazy in jail now. And he had some things to say, man. He took to his Instagram and posted this from jail. He talking about his daddy, his father. He was cell partners with him. The dude that shot him 8 times, his dad kicking it with him in jail. The dude that stabbed him 11 times, his dad hanging with him in jail. He say he shot his cousin for his daddy. Ain't no loyalty, not even from your pops in the streets, man. Let this be a lesson to y'all, man. You in these streets, man, it ain't gonna turn out right. You not gonna win. You can't beat them, man. You can't beat them. And now Honeycomb Brazy paying the price. All that laughing, all that jewelry, all that rapping. In the end, his grandparents is dead, and he got to do 13 years of a 15-year sentence. His daddy got life. He ain't never coming home. So he gonna be loyal to the jail. This melee all day, man. And I'm bringing you these stories, man, because I want y'all to see, wake up and know. Streets is dead, man. Don't let them kill you. I'll holler.